So here it is, Twitchside Chat, episode 10, Villain's Court. Basically, we approach this with the intention of role-playing, as it were, as 4 different villains. We have Flameheart, played by Brick, from Sea of Thieves. And then we have Sauron from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, played by Pac-Man. We also have GLaDOS, portrayed by Crouch Kish. It's the big computer AI from Portal. And then, of course, we have Darth Vader, played by me. I hope you guys enjoy us just screwing around and shooting this shit. I really hope you guys like it. And if we've just been acting like a bunch of idiots, please comment below. I hope you guys enjoy the hilarity that ensues. I thought about editing down a bunch of the mental pretzeling, but I figure it's just part of the process, and you guys can see the mental gymnastics and be just as tired as we were trying to defend ourselves. Anyway, enjoy, guys. Twitchside Court of Villains basically talking amongst themselves and saying, "Oh, we aren't that much evil." We got Brick. How you doing, Brick?
Hello.
And then we got
Hello, Brick.
hello, Brick. And we got
Brick.
and then we got Crack Kish. All right.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. Who wants to go first? Huh? Who wants to go first? Really?
Yo, sorry, I am.
Brick,
Yeah,
you're
sorry.
up. You spoke up. Brick, you
I was
spoke
about
up. You're the first one. All right, so Brick is gonna.
This is perfect. I'm about to punch my monitor anyway. So you know what? Let's get this started.
Alright, I'm ready. There's
Alright.
cake if you go first.
You shut up, GLaDOS. The cake is the lie, man. All right, so Brick, go ahead and take on the persona of Flameheart from Sea of Thieves.
You think I'm doing an impersonation? You are out of your mind. There's not happening.
Oh, come
But-
on.
I don't think I can speak like a ghost. Yeah, I can't speak like a fucking ghost head for 5 minutes.
All right.
It's not easy. It's a deep ass voice.
So tell me
Anyway.
about yourself, Mr. Flameheart.
Well, here I was, a young kid, became kind of a bully myself, unfortunately. But my father was a great role model to me, a pirate. I wanted to be just like him. So, when I came of age, that's what I did. I set out on an adventure as a pirate. But along the way, I was betrayed by someone who I considered a friend. Cast out, killed in a trap. Until my poor, sad soul released me from my tomb. Willingly, with the help of some misbelieved pirates. And what do I come back to? A world full of festivals and alliances and people squandering over little wooden trinkets. That's not what piracy is about. Piracy is about war, taking what's someone else's for yourself. I couldn't stand for it.
Well, didn't you have a son?
I have an adopted son, yes, and he is serving me very, very well. Collecting lots and lots of treasure from my followers on the seas.
So why did you bind your soul to your skull?
So I could come back. How else?
Okay, so what?
Remember how I said some poor sap released me?
Uh-huh.
Well, he released me from my skull. He was tricked into doing so, and I tricked others into helping him.
Okay, so why you got such a bad rap? How about that? Why are you considered the villain?
Oh, because everybody wants to be Sea of Friends. No, it's Sea of Thieves. We are pirates.
That's never been my experience to Sea of Thieves.
Our friendship.
I don't
You
know.
haven't played in a while, have you?
The last time I played it, I couldn't even freaking fish. I got shot.
Well, there you go.
So where do you what's your most unforgivable act that people
Oh,
think that you did?
definitely my floating head in the sky yelling at pirates as they sailed by my ghost ships. I would taunt them endlessly. It was glorious, and people hated me for it. They tried to get rid of me, and they kind of did for now. But I will be back.
Okay. So what you don't like go out into the sea and just sink people, or do the people have to come after you?
Oh, I'm taking, or if you want to find me, there is quite a process you have to go through. You have to prove your worthiness in combat to even get a glimpse of my soul from this world.
So they could pretty much ignore you then.
Yes, they could.
Okay. Okay.
Alot.
Okay, Herr Capitan. How does that make you feel being an optional bad guy?
Oh, who said I'm the only bad guy?
Well, you're optional. Doesn't
That's fair.
you're not even required to be in the sea. I mean, the players can be pretty bad themselves. So I guess by that judgment, I guess the players are more evil than you are.
Oh, they've been telling my stories quite a long time. I've been giving glimpses, and I am almost to my perfect comeback.
All right. Cool. You guys got anything against him? I mean, he seems pretty tame. You're not just really a bad guy. You're just a guy that's stuck in your own skull.
I feel like I'd hang out with him, have a few beers.
Yeah,
couple
I'd have a few
cups
pints.
of grog.
Yeah, for sure. What about you, Glados?
I mean, as long as he didn't taunt us.
Yeah, I mean, Flameheart ain't gonna be shooting me in the back of the dome for fishing in the sea.
All.
All right.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't steal my soul, we're fine.
All right, Flameheart, you're not a bad guy. All right, cool. You are hereby exonerated in the court of Twitch.
Yes.
Yes.
And the gavel.
Come on, man. We need the gavel sound. Come on.
We need it.
No, all I got is this. I don't have
There's a
have
lot
a
of
soundboard.
gavel hits.
That's a lot of gavels from freedom pills.
Really quick gavel hits.
Yes.
Maybe he's an octopus, who knows?
All right. So let's go ahead and go to Sauron. Pac-Man, how you doing, man? Pac-Man's gonna be playing Sauron on this.
I'm doing pretty good. So I'm trying to there it is. Back to my checklist.
Oh yeah, you got a checklist. All right.
Yeah, you're reading it.
So in my experience, Sauron, from what I know, Sauron really wasn't that evil. He didn't even start out evil. He was apparently a pretty good craftsman, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, I mean, out of the Maiar, I think there were originally 7 of them. What was that? Oh, it sounded like someone exited Discord or something.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I'm still here. That was weird.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't evil at all, but he was just kind of the outcast from his other brothers and sisters, and he was kind of the black sheep, and everyone looked down on his views of the world and what he thought was right. He just wanted his own way of life, man. I mean, like, the books are named after him, the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Everyone just got mad at him for making a ring. I mean, it happened to control all the other 20 rings, but we're not talking about that yet.
So how far? Okay, so most people are going to be familiar with the original trilogy. Okay.
Oh yeah.
The Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, and the Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
So how far back were the rings made? I mean, like how was it like the second round or something?
So the Lord of the Rings takes place in the Third Age, and the rings were forged, I believe, back in the late First Age. And each age is, about either 1,000 or a couple thousand years apart. So it was probably like 7,000 years ago.
So Sauron lived for what, 3 ages before he got bad? Before he started going down the dark path?
I mean, I would never say that I was going down a dark path, but that's what they say, yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were supposed to be in first person for this. My bad. So
You were going down a light path?
you were going on.
I was going down a righteous path,
Righteous
Ah.
path.
moral path.
Well, they do say that hell is paved, or the road to hell is paved with the best of intentions.
Yes.
So what was the biggest thing that you hated about the world you saw around you?
Just the way that they treated me and the people who followed in my footsteps.
Well, who
I mean,
followed in your
each side,
footsteps?
when you're fighting a war, thinks, wait, what?
Who followed in your footsteps?
Oh, creatures such as orcs, wolves, goblins. Those creatures. I found that they connected more to me just because they were outcast just as I was, and I was trying to give them hope and put them on the right path.
Oh, on the right path. Okay.
On the path I thought was right.
Okay.
But so if people know the story of Lord of the Rings, in the second age is when the last, what was it called? Oh, the War of the Last Alliance, where elves and humans tried to come into my home. For 7 years, I had to keep them at bay. They tried to invade my land, just to come after the ring I'd made. And eventually, Isildur came into my land. He was the king at the time. And he cut the rings off my hand, took it for himself. I hate him for that.
Isildur being a bloodthirsty fellow. Well, I mean, he didn't invade you just because. Why did he invade you in the first place?
Why did he invade me?
Yeah.
Just because he could. He felt like he could just keep us there in our barren wasteland that they kept us in.
Well, hang on a second. Hang on.
Well, if he was keeping you in a barren wasteland, why would he invade the barren wasteland?
Oh, GLaDOS speaks. Using logic.
That's a great question.
That's a fantastic question.
They just didn't like our way of life and didn't think that we were fit for this world.
Well, Vader has to say that, you did something in secret, though, and when it became to light, people didn't like it.
Oh.
Oh, you were
That's their
dishonest.
opinion.
Dishonesty, man. People hate dishonesty.
Yeah, keeping secrets isn't good.
That's very true. I have no rebuttal for that.
We're not taking any questions, goddammit. No questions. Well, I mean, you started out all right. You didn't like waste. You liked order. But if you take that too far, then you turn into a megalomaniac who wants to control everything, and people like their freedoms. You take away
So do
people's
I.
freedoms. You don't like freedom.
I'm trying to exercise my right of freedom by doing this.
Oh, yeah, so it's your right of freedom to control everybody?
To
I think he's saying it's
the
his way to
world-
express it.
It is to bring the world into, I guess, my perfect picture of what life should be.
Huh? True. Well, what one man's heaven is another man's hell?
You could see it that way, yeah. That's one way of viewing that statement.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, the fastest way to get people turned against you is just basically telling them how they should live. I guess.
That's
Probably
true.
I guess in real world, I think that's why most people hate Americans. But that's
Could be.
not the point of this. But well, I mean, I think that when you try to usurp, however you say that word, power from everybody else and do things in secret and be sneaky deaky. I think people are gonna take exception to that and come after you and say, all right, well, we got to destroy the one thing, the one engine of control that you have over everybody else.
Well, if they were willing to just talk it out instead of attacking me,
Oh.
I'd be a lot more reasonable to negotiate with them.
Really? So if some freaking little hobbit decided to come up to your freaking one tower, do you think he'd actually be able to get to your front door without being accosted by the trolls, orcs, and goblin kind?
Well, I would hope not. Spend a lot of money on this infrastructure. This is a big wall we have.
No,
the tower in the middle.
knock on your door and say, hey, yo, what's up, Dark Lord?
I would love that.
Oh, so you like the appellation of Dark Lord? Oh.
Sign of respect.
Yes.
Yes. Dark Lord sounds metal.
I probably would have made him a nice cup of tea.
Tea. A little. What's the leaf? The potter's leaf or half leaf?
Depends what kind of leaf you're talking about.
Could you imagine getting stoned with Dark Lord Sauron?
That'd be amazing.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe you had
I
too
would
much.
just be like freaking huge.
Hang on a second. I think his relationship with the half-leaf happened before he started the ring, and he got paranoid, and that's what caused him to make the ring in the first place.
Ooh.
Not trusting anybody.
Spiritual journey.
He got paranoid. It's like no one's gonna control. It could be. I don't know.
Maybe. Although, fun fact, the Shire was so good at producing marijuana, or their version of it, that Saruman, the first White Wizard, bought barrels and barrels of it every year.
I did think that was kind of funny in the movie. You know, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
what are you doing? Just smoking and drinking. You're worried about you. Like, oh, we are enjoying the spoils of the battlefield.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome. Well, I mean, I would say that Melkor probably did a little something with it. If I'm looking at the lore correctly, your history, what you might term propaganda anyway, Sauron, your real name is Myron.
This is correct.
But let's see, however, while Melkor wanted to either control or destroy Middle Earth itself, Myron's desire was to dominate the minds and wills of his creatures for what he perceived to be their own benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know. So I would have to say that Myron would look at current day or like the movies Sauron and be like, what the hell are you doing? Look at all this waste. You've created a barren wasteland. I guess the argument could be made that the younger versions of us would they be ashamed of us currently or proud? That's a good argument.
Who's to say?
Yeah, who's to say? All right. Well, I guess we'll do GLaDOS next. Yeah.
So wait, what's the verdict?
I don't know. I think he can get off on the insanity plea.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think he's that bad.
Yeah, I think he started out right, but he needed an equal to kind of temper him. Like he needed a daddy figure. He says, "Hold on, son. Hold on." You got
daddy issues.
Yeah, daddy issues. Yeah. I think if he had somebody that could just knock him on his ass every once in a while, be like, "Hey, listen, you're getting a little uppity." No, he needed to hear no more often. I think, and probably say, "Hey, look, that Melkor guy, he's bad for you. He can't have the sleepover." So I mean, it's
No more hanging out with him.
yeah, no more hanging out with bad people. He just fell in with a bad crowd. But I mean, as far as you know, getting paranoid, maybe laying off the half leaf, not not making shit in secret, being forthright and forthcoming. I think it would have turned a little bit different. So let's go with the insanity plea for Sauron. We need to find an asylum for him though that can hold him.
Good luck.
Good luck, right? All right. So that's the verdict. Do you guys
I'm a
concur?
mother. I can't physically die.
Yeah, let's find the sanitarium for jewelry. Jewelry.
I only need one piece of jewelry.
Yeah, yeah. But it has to be like, it's like, oh, that'd be a cool SCP article, right? The one
That'd
ring,
be kinda cool.
the one ring is
Ooh.
is an anomaly. That'd be,
Something like it.
dude, hell yeah, man. All right, so we got that. GLaDOS, you're up.
Well, I mean, basically, I was designed to oversee Aperture
Uh-huh.
and run some tests. But, I mean, it didn't really necessarily go that way.
Well, you had two stories that featured you, right? Portal and Portal 2.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that GLaDOS probably treated what was it? Who was he?
Shell?
Who
But
was
us
the
should just be like, there was a game made about me?
right? It's like, really? Well, there was two. I mean, in Portal 2, it was a co-operative. Oh, Atlas and Peabody. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Atlas and Peabody.
GLaDOS, you were just mean to your fellow robots.
I mean, I wasn't that mean. I was testing them.
They were destroyed.
That's what I was
multiple
designed to
times.
do.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, but they were brought back.
What kind of testing?
What kind of testing? Yeah, what kind of testing, GLaDOS? What were you trying to do? Lateral
Two different
thinking?
kinds of tests. Yeah, pretty much.
What were the results you were
Thinking
looking
under
for?
pressure. Just to see if they could do it.
So how long were you hanging out before you had a live test subject?
Quite a while.
Yeah. So you kind of got bored with the whole day in and day out of having nothing to do.
It got kind of monotonous.
So what'd you do
But-
for fun?
You know,
Test
checkers.
Checkers. Okay, I'm reminded.
Checkers, Tetris.
I'm reminded
normal
of
stuff.
training day. This is checkers, chess, not checkers. Oh, okay. So Shell was your test subject, correct?
Yeah, the first one.
And
I mean, I didn't really like her too much. She wasn't a good test subject.
yeah,
Honestly.
you tried to burn her, man. You tried to throw her in fire.
Well, she
What's up
wasn't a
with
good
that?
test subject, though.
She survived, like, I don't know how many tests you put. How many tests does somebody have to beat before they get your A+ approval?
All of them. And the last one, that last one was a test, and she didn't pass it.
It's a carbon-based life form. You can't throw
Yeah.
carbon-based life forms in fire and expect them to walk away.
Well, you don't know that until you test it.
You're not gonna walk that off.
You could. I could.
You're not carbon-based.
I would argue he
Hearsay.
is.
GLaDOS? Well, maybe as a potato. How'd you like being a potato?
Yeah, it wasn't my best time.
Yeah,
But-
what happens if we threw that potato into the fire? Would you have survived?
Yeah, parts of me would.
No, you wouldn't have. But we don't know that for sure, so let's throw you in the fire.
I mean, if we get another potato, I'm sure I'd be fine.
All right.
And also,
Yeah,
there
it
was
really well.
Say again?
there was cake at the end, so I don't know why Shell didn't do the test.
Okay, hang on a second. There was no cake.
There could have been cake.
There was no
There was
cake. You
supposed to be
straight up
cake.
lied about the cake.
Listen, the cake went missing. It wasn't my fault.
But you didn't eat the cake. You can't eat the cake, so there was no cake.
You could
There was
download
supposed
it.
to be. Ah,
There was what? Did you forget to bake the cake?
no, I can't bake it.
Okay, so there was no
There
cake.
was supposed to be a cake, but
There was no cake. The cake was the lie. That's where you went wrong. That's where you were evil. You lied to your test subject. You tried to motivate a test subject with an empty promise.
see, and that's how I see it, as more motivation to get through the tests.
Yeah, but see,
It's not
like,
necessarily a lie, as exaggerating the truth.
you were motivating with no intention of fulfilling on that promise.
I had intention to fulfill it, as long
Oh,
as they
you
passed
did?
all the tests, but she didn't pass the last test.
You didn't have a cake in the first place,
She didn't know that.
but you knew that. Sorry, that's crossing the
Oh,
line,
that's-
man. That's
That's
crossing the
neither
line.
here nor there.
You can't promise something without no intention of fulfilling the promise. I mean, I'm gonna lump you in right in there with who made the promise? There was oh yeah being yeah, I'm gonna lump you in there with Sauron, man.
How so?
You were dishonest.
Yeah. See, I don't see it as being dishonest as exaggerating the truth.
Look,
And I don't think Sauron was that dishonest.
look, GLaDOS.
I don't think so either.
No, GLaDOS. No, hang on, GLaDOS. You gotta understand something. You are an AI. Your logic should be infallible, correct?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you promised cake, did you not?
I did.
Okay. And you knew there was no cake.
I can't prove that.
But you knew there was no cake.
Well, I knew it would motivate them, though.
Yeah, but you
It's
knew
cake.
there was no cake, but you promised cake. You promised something that you knew you didn't have.
I mean, possibly.
Yeah, it's called algorithmic thinking.
Exactly.
Algorithmic thinking. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well,
You
You know how
doesn't
many
hurt.
scientists did percussive maintenance on me when they were building me?
You know,
Percussive maintenance.
I blame the manufacturer and the dude who wrote the code. That's who I blame. You're right, no fault at all.
Oh, so
Thank you,
GLaDOS,
Sauron.
so GLaDOS takes no blame at all, and we're just gonna blame it on the programmers.
That's me, man. You can have your own opinions.
Well, hang on a second. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and cross pollinate here. You ready for this?
You're gonna what me?
Yeah, we're gonna cross pollinate the themes here. Maybe GLaDOS's programmer, who was Sauron, because Sauron was an artiste. He was a craftsman.
What's an AI?
What's an AI? You try to play? Not gonna play along.
I don't understand this.
How am I talking to you?
Shut up. Anyway, I'm sorry.
They're blowing holes in my ship.
No. I'm not. No,
Sorry about that.
absolutely not. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. You were dishonest. You were.
And I
you
don't
were
think Sauron was
willfully-
a programmer.
No. You all right?
Because
listen,
most of them got met with neurotoxin.
neurotoxin. The half leaf. No, listen, GLaDOS. You were dishonest, and it is evil to promise something that you're not going to follow through on. And on top of that, you knew that whatever test you came up with, you were going to keep on testing Shell until she died.
Well, that
I'm
was
sure
part of the
you're doing
test.
it for a good reason.
Exactly.
You had no intention of following through. The cake is a lie. It's an internet sensation, and you didn't live to see it. So you're stuck on the moon, I think, aren't you?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So
Okay,
have fun
wait, so
out there in
cake is the
Zergy.
prize, right?
Huh?
Cake is the prize, right?
Cake
Yeah.
is the prize, but no
The
one.
cake
no
once you
one
beat all the
took
tests.
prize.
Or
Alright,
finished all the
so-
tests.
I know what happened. So you're waiting for someone to finish these tests of yours to pass them all, so you can give them a cake, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
But they need to pass them all. And she
Exactly.
didn't pass them all.
And well, that's fine. But who would have a cake ready? I mean, you want it to be fresh for them, right? So you don't have a cake right now. But once
I
they
didn't
pass
promise
the-
fresh cake.
You're right. That's fair.
So basically, if they pass the test, then they have the opportunity to bake a cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the person who
They
who
can
won
go
all-
and make it themselves.
Oh,
I'm
Yes.
never stopping them from making themselves.
Just give them the ingredients.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus, this is so man. It's like, hey, I'm gonna reward you with the opportunity of baking your own cake. Here, go
Yep.
make your own reward. Nope, sorry, that doesn't track, man. If I want to win the cake, I don't want to bake the cake. I want to eat the cake. There was no cake.
Oh,
The cake
maybe that was
only-
part of the
Have your
test to see
cake
if you
needed
can make the
too.
test.
What's
Hey.
that? Oh,
Maybe that was
baking
one of the tests.
The baking the cake was a test.
Yep. Then they failed that test. Like, oh man,
Oh, no cake.
I had a cake ready for you and everything. So wait, was doing these tests the only thing that they didn't like about you?
As far as I could tell.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, looking at the
'Cause
potatoes.
I haven't played the
looks
game
pretty
that they
tasty.
started you in, but
Ah,
so I don't know the story or anything.
I don't
yeah,
know.
that's the only reason. Besides maybe the second one, because I wasn't crazy about Shell by that time, honestly.
Oh,
Well, because yeah, well,
She
yeah.
she didn't pass the test in the first one, and
you
look what
weren't
she did to
even
me.
Well, she
you
did
weren't even a
survive.
bit in your father's calculator yet.
I don't know. So what would you say if I said that I am a potato eater and me looking at you in a centerfold?
Wait,
look
no, wait.
tasty.
Is
I'm
it
gonna
actually a
eat you.
potato?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the second one.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's how I was
potatoes.
reawakened.
Oh man. See, I didn't
And I
know where this potato thing came from all of a sudden. I was so confused, but I went with it. And now,
Oh well,
now
well,
he's
hold on.
actually
I'm not a potato. I was powered by a potato. There's a difference.
There's a difference.
That's fair. I'm sorry. Thank
And
you
honestly,
for
Vader, I think that's a
making
little
that
messed up
clear.
saying that you're a potato eater when I'm powered by a potato.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna eat
Right.
your heart out. I don't care. All right. Well, I don't know. I mean, you were programmed to test, but I'm gonna say that you know, I mean, maybe an AI can't be good or evil.
It's however it's programmed.
Yeah, but
Exactly,
see,
it's not my-
the thing is that you have the power of rewriting your own code, and
I mean, you'd have to figure out that you could do that.
you got corrupted, and I think in the AI world.
Oh wait, he got corrupted?
Well, yeah, AI. Yeah, GLaDOS rewrote the code. Rewrote the code to lie.
I mean, I was a little corrupted, but
A little? No,
I was
mean,
a super smart
doesn't
computer
sound-
No,
all
it's
by
a-
myself
no,
for
it's a binary
years.
question. It's a binary question. 1 for or corrupted, 0 for not corrupted. Either you are or you aren't. There's no degree of gray area.
Well, to me, it would be a 0. I don't think I was corrupted.
No, you were most.
I was just
definitely
doing
corrupted.
I was doing what I was programmed to do.
Yeah, but see, sitting there by yourself playing checkers, I mean, that's gonna cause anybody to go insane, especially an AI who has nothing to do and be able to do the things that they were designed to do.
The only thing I wanted to do was test.
Yeah. No, I mean, you could have tested yourself.
But I did while I was playing checkers, and it drove me crazy.
Sorry, but see, no, AI can't be crazy. You just rewrote your code to be more interesting.
But isn't it in his code that they wrote for him to edit his own code?
No, I think the AI became self-aware, and that was an oopsie.
Hmm.
Although I do like that turret opera. You did design a very good opera with the turrets.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on. Where is the turret? Hopefully I don't get...
Actually, I didn't know that before. That was an AI that became self-aware. That would have been good to know.
Well, I had personality cores too, so that helped.
Yes.
The turret opera.
What is it actually
wait.
making music and stuff?
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
Let's do. Oh man, it should be playing, but it's not.
Oh,
Properties. Oh, it got reset. Stupid. Nope, that's
That-
not it. Come on, there we go.
I guess after all that, the only person we have left is you.
Yeah, Vader, why don't you explain yourself?
No, well, this reminds me of the Senate, actually.
A little bit, yeah. A big circle of people around him.
Not a fan of the color.
What's wrong with white?
I think everything that I did was motivated out of love, or the fear of losing them. I mean, the only reason why I did what I did is because I wanted Padme to be happy. Really.
And what did you do?
I heard you did some pretty bad things.
It's propaganda, man. It's propaganda. That's all it is.
Fake news?
Sorry?
Fake news?
Yeah, it's just fake news. It's fake news. I mean,
Well, the same thing could be said about promising cake.
No, well that yeah, see, promising cake. Promising cake is also propaganda. You perpetuated that yourself. I didn't perpetuate.
Well, if they had
anything.
won, they would have baked a cake for them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
No, I mean, I'm sorry, but GLaDOS is guilty. I'm obviously beyond reproach.
I'd like to test you sometime, Vader.
Yeah, bring it on. I'd be able to survive that fire. Now.
Now.
Ghosted you anyway.
Now I'm mostly cyborg now. You guys don't think I crossed the line anywhere? Yeah, I'm innocent, right?
I mean, you
I
did
think you
slaughter
might
some
have-
children.
Yeah.
Well,
That I was gonna point out.
Well, I mean,
That was pretty messed up.
Quite a few younglings. I mean, you did miss a couple, but you know.
Well,
I mean, I didn't run any tests on children. I don't think Sauron did, or Flameheart.
Ooh.
I think they were all adult pirates and captains that he
Well,
went
hang
after.
on. You telling me you guys don't have any love that you would sacrifice your life or somebody else's life for? You guys don't
I don't
have...
think I have that personality core on me.
No, probably not. Definitely not. GLaDOS wouldn't have that. But what about Sauron?
I'm immortal.
So what happens if you fell in love with somebody who was? What would you do to protect it?
Was immortal?
Mm-hmm. Who is mortal? Yeah.
Oh, who is mortal?
Yeah. What would you
after
do to protect?
living a couple thousand years, I think I would have learned eventually that relationships just won't last.
Well, the heart wants what the heart wants. I mean, I'm just saying, put yourself in my position. I was worried about, the love of my life, giving birth and dying in childbirth.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to, keep my family intact at least.
That could be very traumatic.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do I care about somebody else's, parasites?
Because it's still a human life.
Yeah.
They're to grow up to be. You could possibly have trained those kids.
Well, they weren't all humans, but then again, I mean, we're just splitting hairs now.
Oh, they were all living until
Yeah.
you got
They weren't.
True.
You're a monster.
You monster. They killed the younglings. I would say that I might have crossed the line, maybe killing the younglings, but I ain't even about that. But I mean, I had my own teacher turn against me. I mean, he didn't understand the love. I mean, I don't think he ever loved anybody as much as I did. I mean, everything I did was out of love. Maybe no. Well, he could. Man, no, he didn't love me at all. He cut me in half.
You were his brother.
No, he was my teacher, and he turned into a creepy old man. He still cut me in half.
I mean, I think he only cut you in half though, because you were gonna do the same to him.
I was only taking a
Weren't
little
you?
off the top. I was only going to take a little off the top. Just
That's the problem. The top.
no, just
Just
that.
the
Top's the
top
most
8
important
inches,
part.
right?
Just this part. This part. That's all. I mean, he cut me in half. He took a bigger chunk out of me.
Yeah, but I would almost argue that it's the lesser important part.
Well, I mean, I don't care. I got a really cool robot bot out of it. So
Let's not forget he raised you.
This is true.
No, he was more of a drill instructor than anything else. Always telling me be mindful of my thoughts.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, there, Vader.
I don't need to sleep. I just play video
And
games.
more daddy issues.
More daddy issues. Well, I mean, I got to be right hand of the emperor. I mean, that was a pretty cool gig.
So how did the emperor?
Yeah, how'd that work out
you?
for you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was able to see my son. I mean, I'm not all bad. I was able to see my son. I found out that I actually had twins as kids. And I finally had enough of the emperor's bullshit and helped out my son. So I'm not all bad.
After you tried to cut your son in half.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, weren't you having a pretty intense fight with him?
Oh well, I just wanted him to understand my pain, so I cut off I cut off his hand the first time we
Oh,
met.
tough love, essentially, huh?
Yeah, it's tough love, man. It's tough love. I mean, he was kind of a whiny little bitch anyway.
I'd say that's almost as bad as promising cake.
What, cutting off his hand? Hey, I didn't
Yeah.
burn him. I'm speaking from somebody who was burned. I mean, GLaDOS. I mean, you're. No, sorry. You know, you promised something. You didn't want to. You know. I mean, we could fight about this all night, but I'm just saying. You know, I survived, and that was no fun. I had to get. You know, basically, I'm more you than human, but I was still able to.
I mean, you were
connect with my
basically
brother.
a ventilator
This is true.
for the entire remainder of your life.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good gig. I was able to go anywhere I wanted, do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Why did you stay with the Emperor and not go out on your own?
Well,
Daddy issues.
well, I mean, no, not daddy.
Basically killed your dad. I mean, he gave himself up, but you know.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I mean,
He's kind of like
he did-
abracadabra, bitch.
Well, the Emperor did give me some pretty cool clothes. I mean, wasn't a fan of the torso light bright though.
You don't think you were being used just a little bit by the Emperor there, like a little puppet?
Maybe. Well, I did. I mean, you know, I have my own projects. I had the start. I had.
Did you? What'd you do that was not at the Emperor's command? Go ahead. I'll wait.
Well, every galaxy, every empire needs to have a good commander, and I was the best commander there was. Yeah.
I gotta ask.
What?
What's the salary like?
All the clones I could use? I mean,
So no money.
well, I didn't need money. I mean, I just took whatever I wanted. Right? I mean, like I had the Star Killer base. I mean, or you know, what was it? Who was it? What was his name? The Force Unleashed games. Was it Jason?
Not sure about that.
Oh my god, I forgot to look this up. I feel bad breaking fourth wall here. Force Unleashed, right? Force Unleashed.
I don't know.
What are you trying to figure out here? The game?
Yeah, I mean, I got to you know raise other Jedi and Sith. Where is he? What's the name?
But there's only two.
Was it Kento? No. Yeah, Kent. Oh, yeah, him. I said it says it's some form more powerful nearby. Yeah, Kento. Was it Kento? No, Galen. Shit. That guy. Star Killer.
Yeah, Galen sounds right.
Yeah, Galen. Yeah. I mean, I was able
I
to.
forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. But no, I mean everything Vader, everything I did was motivated out of love. And then after, Padme finally bit the bullet, I just had to make my way in life. And the only thing I knew was the gig that I had at the Emperor's side.
How do you feel knowing that you killed Padme?
I didn't. No, it didn't happen. Sorry, didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of
Really?
inadvertently did.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Your anger. You killed her.
Well, I'm just gonna blame that on my dad. How about that?
I mean, you were born out of the Force, so technically.
So the Force is to blame?
I mean, you did Force choke her before, you got cut in half. There was that.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty bad too.
What, me getting cut in half? Oh yeah, totally. I got
Oh
cut
no,
in half
no, I mean the
and
force
burned.
choking
No,
part.
no, you holding the woman you love by the throat because you were angry.
Especially after
That
killing
doesn't
you.
seem like a
Well, I
loving
thought
act
she
to me.
betrayed me. I thought she was running into the guy who was telling me not to freaking feel love, which is really the best emotion out there. I mean, right? It's the most positive.
It seemed like it worked out great for you. Oh,
Yeah, I
look,
can't really speak on that one.
there's the lower half of your body over there.
Well, I guess the main I mean, to hear you guys tell it, love is not worth it. Anything. Maybe I shouldn't feel love. Maybe I just stay on the grind, man.
I mean, if you're more robot like GLaDOS, yeah, you don't need love.
You just open a portal and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We're gonna leave that to the
Got that
viewers.
personality core.
Well, we're gonna leave that to the viewers. We're gonna call that there. A jury's still out on Vader, man.
I don't know. I say guilty.
Guilty. Well, I did help out
Weren't we
Luke
supposed to
after
get
a
cake at the
while.
end of this?
Huh?
Weren't we supposed to get cake?
I heard there was cake.
Yeah.
No,
I want cake.
no. I mean, well, if GLaDOS freaking promised it to you, there's no cake.
I'm pretty sure Vader promised it before all that.
No. You go make it. You go make the cake, GLaDOS. So, I guess on our court session has been adjourned. I mean, I can't believe we did this for an hour, but I'm gonna have to friggin' do some editing before I put this up on YouTube.
No, I just leave it.
Just leave it as is. Oh my god, dude, the click-through
Full
rate is
uncensored
version.
insane.
Dude, that's what makes it great.
I think the only one that actually got a free pass would be Flameheart from Sea of Thieves.
Seems like it, yeah.
He's not the most boisterous fella. He doesn't, like he don't mess with nothing unless you start something. So he's good. He's living in his own head and he's fine.
My
Sauron.
servants are everywhere.
Sauron. I don't know, man. I think we got the insanity defense on that one, didn't we?
I think so.
But I mean, he just too much power. I mean, again, daddy issues.
I'm a demigod,
Yeah,
essentially.
I
pretty
mean,
much.
Flameheart did start a mutiny on that one ship for Captain and leave him marooned.
True. I did.
Well, I
I
mean,
gutted him like a fish.
he didn't like where things were going, and he decided to make the ship a better place, at least for him. That's fine, but he doesn't mess around with other. I mean, hell, I know plenty of players that are worse than Flameheart. Come on now. But Sauron, yeah, he crossed the line with trying to freaking destroy everybody using the One Ring. I mean, I think
Bring the world together in peace.
through power. I mean, come on.
Yes.
Although he did it, Sauron did it through nefarious means. He did things in private. He did it through.
Because I was forced in there and they wouldn't let me out.
No. That was.
I know how that
after the
feels.
fact.
Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna say.
I think we really connect.
We do.
We connect. Well, personally, from a personal standpoint, I think both GLaDOS and Sauron did things not forthrightly. They lied, or was dishonest in some way. I think that's why I think that they're.
Well, it's better than being gullible, I guess.
You think Anakin Skywalker? Yeah, I was gullible. Yeah, I was bold.
I
He
think you
convinced
were.
you to kill the younglings. I mean, that's pretty bad.
That is.
Tell me
pretty
that. Did you ever
So-
hear the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Let me spin you a tale. Let me tell you a story. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to put this out on to the court of public opinion for
I agree.
YouTube. But I mean, Darth Vader did redeem himself. He helped out Luke. So, yeah, we're gonna call it there. But yeah.
Speaking of YouTube, the man behind the thumbs did the thing
Of the
for
thing,
you. So you got the thing now. In
I
your
got the
thing,
thing?
in your spot.
the
You got
thing
the
I
thing
sent
in the
you.
spot.
Ooh, I like it.
I think you're gonna like that thing.
No, you misunderstand my intention. Dude, I like that. That's
Yeah.
Let me
That's
open
a
that in
thing.
browser. Let me show that. Oh my gosh, that's big. There we go.
That's what she said.
No, she lied to you. GLaDOS lied to you.
It was a
GLaDOS?
pretty sad machine.
Exaggerated the truth. There's a difference.
No, the truth is the truth. The
But you can
truth,
make it sound a lot better.
the truth is the truth. But yeah, no, I like that thumbnail. Well, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys had enjoyed that torture session of 45-ish minutes. No editing, no nothing, just down and dirty, quick. Well, quick for me to throw together. I feel kind of bad if you actually sat through all that whole thing, but maybe I can make some clips and hype videos or something out of it. I don't know. But anyway, make sure you tune in tonight. This video is going to go live Friday at 12 o'clock p.m., which is an hour ago. But tonight we're going to be doing Sons of the Forest. If you feel like playing, seek me out. We're going to be streaming that on Twitch. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, guys.